I mean,
Yeah.
It's
because this is what we do.
it is what it is.
Mhm.
Welcome everybody.
Hi, folks.
You're gonna watch me struggle with some ice cream. I might really struggle with it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
might have
ice
to put
cream
it
is
under.
such a struggle.
I'm gonna have to put it under the light and just mm-hmm,
Nom 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 nom.
put it over there. Um, Guys, spur of the moment tonight. I've been organizing the warehouse, um, finding boxes again and again and again that I'm like, I think this is the box of the things that I'm keeping. I think this is the box with the number ones of things and the one copy of things that we keep for the archive. So we always have one of everything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I kept finding more boxes that seemed to have similar things. And I wasn't sure if I was seeing the same box or if okay, wait a minute, maybe I saved 2 or 3 of these somehow.
By accident.
Yeah. So let me figure
well,
this out.
better that than not saving the one that you wanted. So
This is correct because I'm well aware that I am missing books. Yeah, no, I know I'm missing books.
Okay. That's no bueno.
No, and it happened when I went through my divorce and we were packing things up. I have a sense that because at the time, our minion back in the day, Eric, he had taken a bunch of stuff to just sell on eBay while we were doing all of this and all that. And I have a sense that he may have taken a box that was the archive.
Earmarked. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
the only thing that I can think of because it's not like a box got left behind. She would have been
No.
like, hey, there's boxes here.
But considering all the kerfluffle that you guys were going through,
Right.
Yeah.
So that's my sense. And
Okay.
so there are definitely, unfortunately, big books that are missing. A lot of that is penny for your soul stuff. And eventually we'll do a penny for your soul show here too. But I thought I would just sort of start with Critter, get a sense of how do I do this? Because I have boxes down here on the floor. I have a brand new box here that is going to be the brand new box that we'll put everything into. And then I have the box that is the archive down here that is what I have so far. So we'll be going through this in sort of a checklist sort of mode, hey, here's this and here's this and here's this. And I will try and tell you a little bit about what you're seeing. This, like I said, this is a checklist. So if you, as we're going, if you all see something that this isn't a specific sale show, guys, I'm not like, oh, here's the foil, get the thing. That's not happening. But if you see something that you don't have,
shout out.
Tell me. Yeah. Tell me if you want it. And I can see if either I come across an extra one as we're doing this, or if I know, yes, I've got some of those, I can set them aside for you and we can create a little stack. Just tell me, hey, I need that one. I need that one. I need that one. Okay, fine. I'll put the list down and we'll get
it's kind of a wish list show. It's kind of
correct. Yep. It is a wish list. So there's going to be a lot of things I cannot fulfill your wishes, my friends.
Just fair warning, people. He'll do what he can, but
just the way it is. But chime in whenever you like. I'm not sure how I'm doing this yet.
This is a make your own adventure kind of show too. It's
highly experimental. Yeah, highly experimental. Because some of these, this is actually a reprint. So this is part of the Catterday series that we did when we were reprinting the series for a little while.
Yep.
We did 5 issues of these, including this Nakayama holofoil. No, I don't have any of those. Don't even bring me your tears.
Out there. It's like,
yeah.
We love you all. The answer is no.
Yes. And then we have, of course, the Critter pinup book that we did. There's a few versions of that. So I have to kind of organize that stuff. But I have a couple of boxes here that are just things. And I have to go through and pull the Critter stuff. And then I can sort of sort through and get it lined up and in order. So I think that's what I have to do first is just go through what I have, get the critter stuff out, and then roll.
Okay.
What I will show you to start.
And you definitely have the archive box off to the side a little bit, so you know definitively that is the archive box.
This is where these came from. This is the real
Okay.
archive box down here.
Okay, just making sure that you know it's separate. You're not going to be accidentally going through that one. So, okay.
What I will show you though is stuff that I didn't realize had gotten saved, which was interesting. Why? Oh yeah. So when we started doing BDI back in the day, our printer used to send us proofs. And so I actually still have a bunch of the proofs.
Oh, how fun.
That are printed on sort of matte paper. It's just the covers.
It's like a cover print, like an actual print.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's the cover, it's the back. It was very weird because we would get these in very sporadic fashion. like literally, I don't know. I only have number 2s here.
That's crazy.
And then, nope, sorry, here it is. I do have a number 1. And that's the Ryan Otley. And that one is that's the full beast right there. Huh. So we have a number 1 full beast with my name spelled wrong, by the way. And then we have the number 2s. This is a full beast, right? This is a variant cover with the full beast, but then here's a variant cover that's just a cover. There's a variant cover.
Your name is spelled wrong.
Oh, that's just a cover.
I never noticed that. Yeah. That's so funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So these are all number 2s. That's number 1. And then we had a couple of number 3s. So again, there's a full beast, number 3. And then a couple of the
some more proofs.
eBass. Oh, in fact, all 3 of the eBass.
Oh, good. Yeah. A proof set.
It's a proof set, yes. So those were kind of cool to see. I hadn't really put those in the new box. I hadn't really even realized that those would still be around. But yeah, then it just reached a point where it was like, well, we're confident in what you guys are doing at the printer, so I don't think we really need that stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just stopped getting them, and that was it. And we were off to the races. However many millions of years ago that was.
Just a few.
So yeah.
Well, I know it's like my wish list is probably going to be, if I have any, will be very short because for the most part, I think I have a good chunk of everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I'm like Freddie. I've been with you for a while.
Yeah. And a lot of this is more recent stuff. But there is some critter recent stuff, so we'll make sure that we've got it all set aside and go from there. See, there's a metal from the new stuff. Ugh. Those are number 1s. Oh, here's a whole bunch of foils. A bunch of Oz. But this is an example of, why do I have that? Somebody didn't. Oh, because it's damaged. That's why I have that. It's like, okay, somebody didn't send me their address, but no, that in that situation,
it has a big ouchie.
That was a damaged book, yeah, that we got replaced. That's good to know. I never like it when people don't either give me their address or they don't pay their bill or whatever. But it happens.
It does. I remember a few times, I think myself and a few others where the beneficiaries of some people who screwed up that way, because
Sure.
you opened them up and said, this has been sitting on my desk for over a year, so I'm now putting it back in the pile.
Yes, I
And a couple of us were like, ooh.
Yeah, I can only wait so long
Yep.
for somebody to pay their bill or, fill out their surveys or, whatever it is before I got to just move on. And so, yeah, sometimes you guys can be the benefactors of that stuff.
Yep.
You get a little bonus.
Sucks for them. Yay for us.
I mean, what do you want us to do, folks?
That's all you can do. So it's just it's a cautionary tale. Pay your damn bill.
Really? Yeah, 100%. Because I'll tell you this, I will sell it.
Yes. Understandably so. Yeah.
Like somebody will take it.
Yep.
All right, we got one more box to deal with.
That's why I always try to be considerate in areas. If I know I'm going to be a little late on an invoice, I always check with you to make sure.
Oh yeah,
cool, right?
Of course. Yeah.
That's communication. That lets you know. I'm aware I have an invoice.
100%. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But there's oftentimes guys just go ghost.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't know what you want me to do, my friend.
Yeah. And I feel for those people, because we all know life sometimes just is
100%. But even then, if someone was like, because I've had people be like, oh, dude, something happened and this is bad. And I'm like, yo, I understand. I will sit on this. But it's when
again,
you ghost.
Communication, exactly. You have to let you know. So yeah.
Just let me know and we can make it work for you. Oh, there's just a bag of board. There's another bag of board. That's just bags of boards.
Oddly shaped flying saucers.
All right. Oh, almost there. There's some of the new critter stuff. Foily, fancy.
Ooh, shiny.
All critter stuff there. I will tell you that as I've been going through all of this, I have definitely seen, not necessarily too much in critter, but in some of the other books, I have definitely seen some stuff that has been saved twice. Some of it just sort of normal stuff, and some of it, oh wow, kind of stuff. An extra metal got saved, an extra foil got saved, an extra or whatever, or whether it got saved or just, well, it got saved because it's here, but whether it was because, again, somebody didn't fill out their survey, somebody didn't pay their invoice for when we do our live shows, like it's there, we still have them. And
I recall a couple times you were going through and you would pull it out and you'd say, I don't think this should be archived. And then you come back here, nope, I already have one.
Yeah, I already have one. Yeah.
So, but again, that takes time to go check and make sure. So,
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
It was a disaster.
But it's a pretty disaster. So it's okay.
It is. But it's a disaster.
Okay.
All right. Let me get these out of here because these are special books. This is Catterday stuff, and this is art print book. I'll put those up there. And then there's, this isn't actually even critter. Oh, this is. Yes, it is. This was one of our Patreon exclusives that we did.
Yep.
So for those that don't know, we keep all the number ones. Those go into the rack. I don't know. I should put these probably with Patreon books, so I know we have all the Patreon books, rather than putting it into the critter section, where it will just sort of dissipate into the entirety of it. In fact, this is not even
and blend until you go, wait, where'd it go?
Yeah. And this is not even a critter book, actually. This was from BD 13.
Yes.
So that can go with BD 13 down there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make this a Patreon stack. I think we'll do that way. I've tried to do it that way. in my sorting, but it doesn't always work out when you're not on top of it. This is that's a critter number 1. Oh, it says right there, duh. Critter number 1. This was when we did a reprinting of it with our friend Stephanie.
Yep.
Cosplay edition. These are, so that's just a number 1. That's fine. These are, of course, the 3. Well, actually, there's another version of this that I should have and keep one. Trade paperbacks, of course, this is the reprinting of the series that we did, the remastered edition, and then the hardcover with Ula, and then the hardcover with the Carl Liversidge front and back cover. And then there's the regular edition, the original, which is like a blue cover that FICO did. But that one is an incomplete book. For those that don't know, let's see, I'll put the trades right there. For those that don't know, that original trade paperback is missing pages. It's missing story pages.
Oh, that's right. I think I remember you talking about that.
Yeah, it's missing at least 1 page for sure.
Yep.
This is Critter 22. Missing 1 page for sure. And those are number 1s. And so when we did the big remaster, I made sure all the pages were in there, all the story pages.
Yes.
We went deep into the art galleries. There's some pitch pages when we were pitching the book. There's some pitch pages that were going to be part of issue 3 that I just had Jose just jump ahead and show him some more of the characters that we were going to have. So it was like a Critter versus Yellow Jacket series. Those got put in there for a little extra bonus. So it's a pretty good. It is the director's cut of that trade.
Yep.
So just so you know, and that's the trade paperback and the hardcovers. They're both director's cuts.
Yep.
This is Dusty. This was, so we've done some reprints of the issue 1.
Mm-hmm. That's really pretty.
And so that's a Shannon Mayer foil that is not available.
Gotcha.
I do not have those at all.
We're just admiring the shininess of it.
And then we did another one where this was the first of our what became BDI 365, as noted by Freddie. This was Bikini Day. So this is a reprinting of Critter number 1, but it also has a 3-page Bikini Day story in it as well. So there is actually a little bit of extra content in that one. So there was that one. And then we did Shark Appreciation Week.
Yep.
Where the shark popped up in the back. And of course, we did a foil version of that as well. That is the set. These are all the number 1s. Yeah, 1 1 1 1 1 1. Okay, good. So that's good. That's my set. Beautiful. So that's a 1, and that's a 1. And these are a 1, and I already have 2 of these. Oh, and I have 2 of these.
Oh.
See, this is what I'm saying. Like
extras.
There's extras. So these are going to go here. So here we have Mia Ruffino did a drawing of the original Critter.
Right.
Back when I called her the Kawadi when I created her. So we got maybe we don't have one. There's another version of this where it's just the line art on yellow lined paper, because that's how I drew her the first time. And so I had her do that yellow paper version too, which I don't have here yet. I'm hoping there's one. So that's that regular one. And then we did a holofoil edition of it, which is great. Beautiful. And
the holofoil is really pretty.
And that's what I have 2 of.
Nice.
Somehow I have 2 holofoils. So if anyone would like a NEI holofoil version of this, let me know, because I'm going to set that aside into a sales pile.
There we go.
Those 2 go into the archive. Sales pile. And then this one, I got to make sure that this is number 1 as well. I think it is. It is, yeah. Critter number 1. That's number 12. Is this not? This is number 1. Okay, yeah. So I got one. So this was a thing that Steph Wilson did a million years ago.
Yes.
This was back during the 10-year anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
And so he did this, and you can see down there it says like cease and desist. So that's me down here. And so what we did is, because people were enjoying the cover, what we did is we called this the Catbot Imposter Edition.
Yep.
So because everybody knows there's rules for Critter.
Yep.
Which we talk about in the books too. But I do have another one.
All right.
So I have 2 of those. So again, that's number 1. That's staying with me. But if someone is interested in the Catbot Steph Wilson, how many do we make of these things?
I think 55, 57, something like that. 50-ish?
57 copies.
57, yep.
57 copies. So if you don't have
That's what I have on my list, but I wasn't sure if that was right or not.
57 copies. There it is. We have 1 of these available. So a couple of really difficult books right off the bat. So these are number 1s. These are number 1s. I'm still looking for...
Those go in the number 1. The yellow, the lined yellow paper one. Yep.
Let's see. This is Catterday. That is issue 1. That is Catterday. That is the reprinting series. So that's the foil version. I'll have the rest of them around. This one was see, this is the foil version. This was a Comic Book Shopping Network edition that we did. This is Critter number 1, the Justin Hunt Diamond. You can kind of see the foil on that.
Yep.
It's very cool in foil. So this was the diamond foil. There's only 10 of these. No, I don't have one for you. There's only 10 of those. I don't see the regular one here yet, but I'm sure it's around. But that is that's a number 1.
Okay.
This is also Critter number 1. We did do this. This was another Patreon book.
Yep.
So this was a Patreon exclusive for Christmas a few years ago. Marcelio Sousa and the Christmas Story lamp. So that was a Patreon book. If you want Patreon books, you got to join Patreon. We only made 25 of these back in the day.
Yep.
I do not have one for you. So this was a freebie. The Patreon books are freebies. So our VIP people get a 6-month freebie. So they get one right around July. They get one right around January. So this was the Christmas one that popped out a few years ago. And that's what this is too. We did our Wizard edition. This had to have been probably 23 because that's January 2024. So we did a couple of those. Patreon, we set those aside. Let's see. What is this? Critter number 1. Retro foils. We did some fancy retro foils for the 2020 10-year anniversary. That is Carl Liversidge on that one.
Always pretty.
We did a NEI Ruffino holofoil. No, I do not have these for you. That one.
Tom's just showing off.
Just getting it organized, man. And Ebass. I do not have any of those for you.
That Ebass and foil is really, that's lovely.
Super good. Super good. This one is also CBSN. Comic Book Shopping Network. That was the MR Gun holofoil that started off a set. We now have a set of these running with all of the different versions of Critter.
Yep.
So there's been Critter, there's been the new costume, there has been the Josie costume, there's been Catnip, Steampunk Critter, Pest, Cat Girl of Mars. That might be it.
I think so.
I feel like I'm forgetting one, but anyway, there's a set of these that are still underway. By the way, I just talked to him today about doing a new one, which will have the brand new costume that we'll have as we come into 2027. It'll have the brand new costume. So he's doing that to kind of keep the series going. What's up, Freddie? Freddie, you have all of them, I'm sure.
Yes.
Freddie, you have all of the things ready.
Yes. I was not able to get all of the MR Gun ones and everything else. I have the original ones that you showed, but anyway, but that's okay. Gives me something to aspire to.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I'm pretty sure I have the regular editions of the gun pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you know which ones you're missing in those cases, let me know.
Okay.
And we can see what we can do to fill out that set.
That'd be awesome. I will make note.
Because it's like the set that we do, you'll see him later with CB Zane, where he did all of the ear covers, like the old Power Ranger things.
Mm-hmm. I was able to get all of those, which I'm happy. So I'd like to be able to get most of guns because that would be really cool to have the complete. But
it's such a
we'll see what happens.
It's a great set. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one aside because it's not number one. It is Critter number one. It is the cosplay edition, but it's number 24. So I'm thinking I have a number one around somewhere, meaning I can put this one up for sale. So for right now, I'm going to tell you that this one's for sale. Critter cosplay Stephanie. But as we're going through, if I don't find a number one, we'll pull that out. But for right now, if you're interested, I can set it aside for you. Just let me know. And this goes for if you're watching the show back later as well. Just hit me up and say, hey, I saw those things and I need that. Now, this one was, I think this was the toy variant.
Yes.
So when you bought both toys, both action figures, don't know what I'm talking about? Dun, dun, dun.
Surprise.
So there's two versions. There's the dark blue, and there's the regular light blue. If you bought both of the toys during the Kickstarter campaign, you got this as a bonus. So that is what this Critter number one is. I do not have these for you. That is a no-go. And then this, wait a minute. Step back, Daniel-san. Step back. Okay. Now I'm confused. I've confused myself.
Again? Still?
Yep. Definitely happens. Definitely happens. Oh no, I'm an idiot. These are both CBSN books. There's the regular edition with the logo. There's the holofoil. That's what was confusing me. I don't know what I'm looking at. And then this is Critter 1 MR Gun. This was the Motor City exclusive where we did the regular with the logo, and then we did the holofoil. So there's that number one. I had no idea there were this many number ones. Now, this is going to be a little tricky. I don't think I have these here, but of course, Antarctic Press has been reprinting this series, and they have been getting me some books. So this is the new cover from Narciso Sousa. That is the new cover from Bill McKay. So I've got those. These Antarctic Press books, if you don't have them and you're interested, I might have some. I don't think I have the Bill McKay anymore, but I think I might have a couple of the regulars. I'm going to have to find all of this comps that they gave me. But some of the AP stuff I do have. So if that floats your boat, you let me know. And we can get you hooked up. So I do have an extra one of these. I already put one away. So I do have an extra hardcover.
Cool.
If you're interested in the hardcover trade, that is a wraparound by Ula Moss. Fancy blue foil stuff. So I do have a hardcover edition available. And then we'll kind of tangent here for a minute because I'll put these at the beginning. I need something. Okay, so last year was the 40th anniversary of the Dirty Pair anime, and we did a little short story with fancy covers.
Fancy smancy.
Including that foil. I think I have one more of these foils, guys. I do not have it on hand here with me, but I'm pretty sure I have one more of these Aizaneto Adamar foils. Bun Leung on the home video version, and Pedro Perez doing the Art Adams homage. This book has gone batshit bananas on sales of late because I realized I didn't have these on the web store, and so we put them up on the web store, and
then poof,
just ridiculous. But what a lot of people don't know is there's also a metal version for that book, and we made. What did we make of these things? 15 metal copies. I do have some of the metal copies available. I don't know how many. Minimal is what I will say. This is not on the web store, just the regular editions. I didn't put these up because I don't know how many I have. But if you need a metal one, I have the metal ones. There are only 15 of those available. And there are plans for more Critter and Chloe. That's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to give you any more
well, that's exciting news,
specific details, but yeah, Critter and Chloe was very fun. Everybody that got it really enjoyed it. What was really interesting was as we put that out on the racks at the cons, people were like engaged with it in an instant because they recognized the connection to it. And they're like, "What is this? This is like the Dirty Pair." I'm like, "I know."
That's
the whole
ding,
point.
Ding, ding, you got it.
Yeah. So we really tapped into like an audience that probably would have not even paid attention to us.
Yeah, fun. You found a good draw.
Yeah. And I've got an artist that wants to do it.
That's what we want to know. Does she get out of the vent?
Spoilers. Spoilers, Freddie.
You're getting ahead of the game, Freddie.
Oh my God. Freddie does not know how this game works.
Oh, he does.
Freddie, if you want to jump on here and chat with us, you are welcome to. I'll send you the link. My ice cream is almost melted. It's only been 40 minutes.
Then it becomes drinkable,
Right,
which is a whole different experience.
Okay. Moving forward. No, these are Catterdays. These are Catterdays. So these will go up here. This is that's that one. That's that one. Catterdays we'll leave up there for now. That's the pinup book over there. All right, what is this? Oh, see, wait a minute. Oh, there it is. There's the number one for that. So yes, the other one is officially for sale.
Awesome.
So if you need that cosplay edition, it is for sale. Officially.
Dun dun.
Oh wow. Guys. Unprepared. Unprepared, but my goof is your bonus. How can these both say 1 on it?
Now that's a goof.
That's a beyond a goof.
Mm-hmm.
Unless one of them's damaged and I got it replaced, that's a possibility.
That could very well be. Yep.
That is 1 out of 10. Oh, yeah, that's got a
Damage.
mean, and that's 1 out of 10. Yep. So that was damaged and a replacement.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought I had a foil for you, but I don't.
Nope.
Damaged and replaced. That was okay. There's that. Let's see. These are going to be newer stuff. This is not Critter. Yes, it is. It's 22. That is the pinup book. That's over here. That's that. Yes. Okay, so this is all current stuff. Okay, current stuff is here. So we are going to, so basically, I think with the current stuff being all that's left, I think we can just take you through the series and we will see if I have it all or not. As far as this early stuff, yeah. This is where it gets scary. Wait a minute, why don't I have that book? All right.
We get to watch Tom have potential heart palpitations.
Oh, here we're gonna go pre-Critter now for you.
Okay.
Pre-Critter release. This does this have a date on it? What is that name? It's tiny. 2K7. What is that? 2007.
Yeah.
2007. 3 years before Critter was released. In 2007, I met Dave Nakayama at a Comic-Con in Los Angeles. This was the Los Angeles Wizard World Comic-Con. Short-lived. There were 2 of them. But this particular one, I met Dave Nakayama before he was Dave Nakayama. And before he was Dave Nakayama. And I grabbed his sketchbook. That's what this is. This is his early sketchbook, guys, 2007. This is 20 years old now.
Wow.
But what's most important is on the back is one of the earliest Critter sketches in history. 3 years prior to anything being released.
Wow. That is truly a piece of history.
Absolutely.
Yep. That's cool.
Absolutely.
Hey, Mr. Bishop.
What's going on, Mr. Bishop? Yeah, that's some stuff right there. That is some stuff.
That is pre.
And there are more things like that because there was a time, because I used to go to cons. People know I used to go to cons and I used to get sketches of like Zatanna and Wonder Woman or whatever, like everybody else. But as I got closer to releasing my book, I skipped that and I started having pros draw Critter. Mm-hmm. So a lot of you know Bill Mouse. He did a Critter one way back in the day around probably this time. I have a Joe Benitez Critter that he did way back in this time. I have all kinds of Critter stuff that's just like pre-release things that it kind of blows my mind what I was doing back then with that stuff. Yeah. So quick catch up, guys. This is what we have for sale at this moment. This might be all we have for sale, unless I go through here and we find some duplication. I do have a hardcover edition available. I do have a cosplay edition available. I do have a Steph Wilson Catbot variant available, and I have Nia Rufino's holofoil Kawadi. I have one of each of those available as we're sorting this stuff. One of each. So if there's any of those that you're interested in, let me know. As we go along here now, most of this is going to be in order and ready to get sorted. Then I have the new stuff like Critter 22, 23, 24, 25 over here. That's the new stuff. As we're going through the old stuff here, well, and the new stuff, if there's something that you want, that you see that you need, just shout it out. I may or may not have more. Mr. Burks, was there a story behind the steampunk critter? Oh, absolutely. Yes. Mr. Burks, if you were to read Critters 21 through 25, you will get the specific steampunk critter story. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Critter 21 through 25 will give you that story and will lead you into what we're doing with Critter 26 going into next year. So yes, there is a story on the Steampunk Critter. To give you the short story, this is the Critterverse. The Critterverse. Send you the link? Sure, Freddie. The Critterverse. Now, the Critterverse kind of has different connotations because the Critterverse is all of Critter. So it's the Critter story. It's all the side stories, Cricket and Rookie and Ukalik and Iron Butterfly. It's all of the side stories as well. That's the Critterverse, right? But then there's the specific Critterverse where we have the Steampunk Critter. We have Brittany Ears. We have the Cat Girl of Mars. Mm-hmm. We have Nosferatu, and these are all parallel alternate dimension versions of Critter. Now, we all understand the multiverse. There's multiverses all over the place. The part of the 21 to 25 with the Steampunk Critter, that tells you how our multiverse works. And it does not work in any way, shape, or form like other multiverses. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil it. But our multiverse does not work the same. And 21 to 25 gives you the hints, the details, the stuff to kind of make you go, oh, damn.
A little bit of the background, a little bit of the, oh, shit.
Yes. And if you're paying attention, it should give you some thoughts about the future.
Very true.
Yeah, boy.
Now, Mr. Burks has the lay of the land.
I got to eat this now because it's melting. It's almost.
As we pause momentarily for an ice cream break.
It's almost a milkshake.
Did you already send Freddie the link?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. I'm just being nosy.
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, I didn't go into in depth, but I reread 21 through 25 before the show. Just I'm like, probably. So don't ask me any trick questions because my brain is so mushy right now. I don't remember anything. But I was like, it was nice you were going through the history. I'm like, yeah, that's right. I remember that from reading it. Okay, yeah, that's right. So
it was book report time, Shawnee.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Do your book report.
Nope. I didn't like doing book reports back in school, and I'm not doing them now.
What's funny is I used to do not book reports, but current events. We used to have to do current events, like write on current events. I would do them in class as others were doing theirs, standing up and reading theirs off. Mm-hmm. I would be in the back with a newspaper and writing mine in class. And I had a friend of mine who would get so pissed because he would work all night on his, and I would work for 10 minutes on mine.
Yep.
And then we basically get the same grade. And he was like,
Yep.
That's some bullshit. And I was like, well,
well, that's the way my brain works, and that's the way yours works, and that's the way it is. So yeah.
You know. That's just what it is.
Yep.
Mr. Burks, yeah, we try to not give you too many spoilers. We try to give you enough
that you get interested. And then, there's details for you along the way. Guys, here we go. Critter number 0. This is the first book, along with Penny for Your Soul, that we ever published, produced, printed, the whole 9 yards.
Yes.
It's so bad, guys. Like, there's so much wrong with this. There's so much wrong. Let's just start with nothing is spaced properly. It's all off the edges. It's a disaster. The logo is just sitting there. The price is just sitting there. Like, this is all out of whack. Like, it's so bad. Let's be honest. It's so bad. The size is weird because at the time I didn't understand formatting sizes of pages. I assumed that the printer just did it for you, which is why this is all jacked up, because I was like, well, they'll just do it for me. And they were like, no, we're just going to print it. And this is what you sent us. So this is what we're printing for you. So it's not their fault. It's my fault.
Learning curve.
Major learning curve. And I think we have gotten immensely better as we go along. This is the Critter 0 issue. This was done by Todd Knock, who I also met at that same Comic-Con where I met Dave Nakayama. Todd was fantastic chatting with me. In fact, what was funny was, that's not funny, I drove him crazy. He had his table, and we had talked on Facebook a little bit. We'll get to why in a minute. But we had talked on Facebook for a minute, and I said, hey, I'm going to be at the LA thing. And he was like, yeah, come see me. So like, cool. So we went there, and he had his table, and I thought, Todd, I'm Tom. Oh, cool, Tom. And I basically just never left. I just stayed there in front of his table, just talking and asking questions. And even when like people were coming up to talk to him, like, I was obnoxious. I wasn't like rude, but I was like, Tom, shut up for a minute. And so I look back on it and I'm like, Tom, shut up for a minute. But what was great was, and I give Todd immense credit for this, is he was like, hey, listen, Tom, come back here, sit next to me. That way, when people come up, I can help them. They can see what they need to see, and then we can chat. And I was like, oh, that's fantastic. So I went back there, sat down, and I just stayed there for like 2 hours.
You
like
camped out.
Yeah, I literally camped out with him for like 2 hours. But that was much better because it was like, as people came up, that was my first experience behind the table. So yep. I was like, I watched him. I was like, oh, how does he like, oh, I get it. Like, this is cool. All right. I understand how to do this. And I just sat
real world experience.
Real world experience. Yeah. Todd was fantastic. And then when it kind of loosened up, we went back to talking about, comics and stuff. Because for those that don't know, he did his own creator-owned comic called Wild Guard, which is sort of a superhero mixed with reality TV that was starting to become big back in the day. And I had asked him, because I was writing this book, I had asked him if I could borrow one of his characters to put into a short scene in the book.
Right.
And he was like, well, I don't know about that. And I was like, of course you don't know, because you don't know me. You don't know what's going on. Like, there's no reason for you to say yes. But what he was willing to do was do a cover for us. Mm-hmm. So this is the actual whole real cover that we did. This was done for our first ever Comic-Con, Long Beach Comic-Con. So when we did this, I was like, well, we have to make the regular book too, but I didn't have another cover. I didn't have anybody to do a cover. I wanted a fancy name on the cover. And so we just decided to do the crop version with the white background. Incidentally, our first ever white background was our first ever book. Screw you guys who copied me down the line. My first ever book was a white cover.
So there.
And yeah, so there is right. And so we did that for Long Beach, and then we did that as the regular cover. So Todd was great. He gave me the original art. I have the original art for this. Like,
Nice.
just mind-blowing experience. And I was like, dude, if this is all I get, plus all that wealth of information, I'm fine. Don't even worry about the loaning of the character. Like, it's awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. You're badass. So that's Critter Zero right there, guys. That came out in 2010 all by itself. And then it took us till the following year to launch the, oh, these are in like back to back, to launch the miniseries. And so the miniseries, this is where I found Fico Ossio, who became the regular artist for this book through 20 issues of the book. Can't thank him enough for the work that he did. Incidentally, guys, this guy has now gone on to work for Image and is currently drawing Batman and Robin at DC Comics.
Wow.
Yep.
Good
He
for
went off.
him.
I'm telling you, right? He went off to IDW. He was drawing Transformers and Mask and G.I. Joe. He was drawing Spider-Man for them on their licensing deal. And he is now currently drawing Batman and Robin for the last, I don't know, like 6 issues or so. So Fico, big props to you, my friend. Thank you for what you did for us on this book for such a long period of time. This is his cover. We did an old school style cover here. You can kind of see it's like distressed, kind of around the edges. That's not damaged. We made that on purpose to look like an old book. Old school JLA sort of layout and all of that. Critter and Yellow Jacket there. So this was a very cool cover, but we also had our friend Nia Ruffino join us. And this, I loved the zipatone that she put on it. Like, I knew immediately, like, okay, she and I are going to vibe. This is going to work just fine. Also, incidentally, this is pre-Frank Cho Outrage. We were doing Outrage way before Frank Cho was doing Outrage. Okay. We didn't have Outrage because nobody knew who we were, but we were doing Outrage way, way, way before Frank Cho. So Nia Ruffino doing this cover, classic cover. We did do that holofoil anniversary edition of it, which is hard to find. I do not have these books, guys. These books that I'm showing you right now, I do not have. I might have zeros. If you need a zero, it is possible I have some zeros. They are probably damages. So if you don't care about that, we can get you a zero. I do not have these books. And then the miracle happened. And Ryan Otley came on board because this was Ryan Otley before Ryan Otley was Ryan Otley. He was on Invincible. Yes, he was on Invincible for a while. People knew who he was, but it wasn't Ryan Otley. And a friend of mine knew him. And I was like, oh my God, that would be fantastic. Because I was aware of Invincible. I was like, yeah, that would be incredible. So somehow we got him to do this cover, and Freddie has joined us.
Yay!
Freddie, do you hear us? Freddie, do we hear you?
I think he's still getting.
Freddie, are you muted?
He's sort of almost here. Hi, Freddie.
We can't hear you, Freddie.
Nope.
Cannot hear you.
No
Are
sound.
you muted? Make sure you're not muted. If you're on your phone, there might be a little space that you have to unmute yourself. And if you need to come out and come back in again, do that too. Because when you come in the first time, it'll ask you, like, we use your camera and microphone and all of that?
All that fun stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, just come back.
So he's
come back. So we got Ryan Otley to do this cover. It was fantastic. I then got to meet him before we published it. Or was it before? Maybe. Oh, that's even signed.
Yeah.
You can't really see it very well, but I can. It's signed. Freddie's trying.
That's all right. You know, StreamYard and technology is always a challenge sometimes.
Yes. There we go. Let's try them again. Freddie. 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 I think I can hear you, Freddie. Oh, unless I was hearing Shawnee.
I don't know. Yeah, might have been hearing me. I don't know. He's trying the headphones. Well, now we'll see what happens.
Headphones. Give us a hi, Freddie.
How about now?
There we
Yay!
go. There we
Yeah, I
go.
used my headset. My camera and mic wasn't working.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Well,
Success.
welcome. You've got the you're going to have the words over your face here today. You can just kind of ninja behind the words there as we go along. Freddie's been a longtime fan, just like Shawnee here. So
I'm gonna butt in because we've always seen each other in the chat, so it's really nice to see you on video. So hello.
Yeah, it's always fun. It's always fun to jump on these things.
Yeah.
So we're talking about this critter here. So I got to go to San Diego Comic-Con. Can't remember if this was right before or right after we published it. I think it was right before. And Ryan was at San Diego Comic-Con at the Image booth. And he was talking to somebody. And I just kind of walked up, and I had learned from the Todd Knock experience. I waited my turn, let them do their thing. I'm going to do my thing. So I was flipping through his art book, Invincible Pages, blah, blah, blah. And then I turned the page, and there was that right there. The art for this was just in his book. And so I just left it open. And when he was done with the other guy, he's like, "Hey, how are you doing? What's going on?" I was like, "Hey, how are you?" And I just pointed to that, and I was like, "So that looks familiar." And he goes, "Cool, then you must be Tom, because nobody knows what that is." And so I said, "Yeah, that's me." And he was great as well. He was like, "Oh, this was really fun to do," and he was very excited that I was okay with him doing like the little C earrings. He was like, "Oh, I love doing like stuff like that." I was like, "That's fine, cool, man." And then I was like, "So let me take you out to dinner or something tonight if you're not doing anything." And he was like, "Okay, that's fine." And he had a friend of his with there. And his friend came up and was like, and he was like, "Hey, we're going to go to dinner with Tom." And he goes, "I mean, is he like a serial killer or something?" And I was like, "Look, even if I left the chainsaw at home. You guys will be fine.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it." And we went to dinner. We had a great time, and Ryan was fantastic. So big thanks to Ryan for doing this. Also, he gave me the original art. It sits on my wall right up there. It's off camera. But he gave me the original art. It is an absolute cherished piece. And I get to see him at cons every now and then. And so it's very cool. That was one of those moments that, I really would have never anticipated something like that happening. And I'm sure you guys have all of those. Now, there is a book coming up that maybe neither of you have.
Freddie probably has it.
Interesting, because this is what I'm about to show you is a difficult book. Not this one, but the next one. Okay. So this is now critter number 2. Again, Todd Knock comes back, not only does a cover for me, but loans me Lilyhammer after badgering and badgering and badgering. And I finally said, "Look, Todd, I have to write this and do something with it. So I wanted to reach out to you one more time."
Please.
And he said, "Well, send me the script again." And I said, "Okay." So I sent him the script again, and he sent me some notes back. He says, "Well, what if I gave you some notes?" I said, "Sure, of course." So he sent me some notes on how he kind of wanted it to roll a little differently. And I was like, I got it. I can do this. Send him the script back. And he said, "Okay, I like how this plays now, but do you mind if I write her dialogue? Because she speaks in a very European sort of accent style thing."
Very specific. Yep.
Yeah. And so he said, I'll use your dialogue, but I'm going to put it in her sort of vernacular, so it's more accurate. And I said, "Yeah, of course." So he rewrote the dialogue for her, and we got her to go in there, and he freaking did a cover for it. So again, gigantic props to Todd Knock. I love finding him. This is 2011. It's
Yeah.
nonsense. It's nonsense. So yeah, big thanks to Todd for doing that. And then we did a variant cover, one of our earliest retailer exclusives. Tell me if you guys have this. Dun dun dun.
Nope. That's one of the
Nope.
ones I'm missing.
I do not have that one.
Yeah.
This is one of the hardest books
Yeah.
to find in
Yeah.
all of Big Dog Inkdom. This was a Jesse James comics exclusive. This is an unnumbered version. This was like an artist proof for me. They did 100 of them. This is Jeff Pena, friend of mine, artist from out in Arizona. This was a Chicago Wizard World that they did. And it's got the little Jesse James logo on the ball and whatever. And I was like, yeah, do whatever you want. And this book is impossible to find.
Yeah.
It is just impossible.
I think Freddie and I both remember from prior shows talking about it. People, it's like they always say that one is one of the big ones that people always ask about.
I am always on the lookout for it, like on eBay and stuff, and it just does not exist. Whoever has it, it is in their collections.
they put it in their lock and key, and they've kept it.
It is not coming out.
It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. Yes.
Yeah, every
And
now and
rightfully
then.
so.
Yeah, for sure. Every now and then, those really difficult ones pop on.
Yep.
Another one was the Nia Ruffino. Her first ever cover was Penny for Your Soul number 4. I think it was 4. That cover is non-existent. It's the two angels in bed, like the morning after, with the angel and the devil girl. It does not exist. It is gonzo.
I have a less than stellar. I think you found one when I was up visiting one time, and it's not in pristine condition. It's not damage, but it's a little, it's got some. It's shown some wear and everything else, and yeah. So that, but I managed to. You are all. Do you want it? Yes, please.
Do you have that one, Freddie? The Nia cover.
Yes.
Do you have that one? You have that one. Okay,
Yep.
good. So then we move on to issue 3. Issue 3 of the miniseries, first appearance of Tide Pool, who becomes a big deal later on as well. I always like this cover. The moon is maybe a little big, but it's fine. It's fine. What's funny is looking back on these things, whether it's the covers or the insides or whatever. Also first appearance of Ukalik right there. My creative brain, my editor brain goes back to like, why didn't you do that? Or like, look at that dumb mistake. Look at your stupid ads that are terrible. So yeah, I think that in 16 years now, we've gotten a lot better at all of this. That is the A cover. We did get Eric Basildua to do the B cover, which is fantastic. Looks great. Yeah. And then we went to Detroit Fan Fair, and he did what was called the Fun in the Sun edition, where she's got the shorts. And then we did the line art and color sort of combo crossover that Nia did colors.
The line art is the only one I'm missing.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay.
I have the other two.
There's 100 of those. Yeah, there's 100 of those. Even back here, right? We were putting logos and shit all over the front covers. And I mean, other people did that. Other companies did that too. But I learned to hate it. I started to realize like I'm making this premium thing, and I want it to present as a premium thing. And so we reached a point somewhere down the line where I was like, just we're going to clean that all up and give everybody something nice to look at. Then Critter number 4. First appearance of the Critterverse right there. Yep. This was not something that we just fell into lightly. This was something that was planned from the get-go. Paradox, and there's the Kawadi right there. That's the only one. That's the only thing that I told him to do. I was like, just put the Kawadi in there, and then put Critter here, and everything else, FICO, just make up whatever you want. I don't care. And some of this is really dumb. And we also had. Where did it go? Come on. Why can't I find it? Oh, because it's backwards. There we go. We also had the Josie costume right there.
Yep.
We had a little foreknowledge of Josie, but some of these costumes were like very just 90s. Like, hey, let's put a jacket on her, you know, right there. So I was like, whatever you want, dude. It doesn't matter. It's fine. I would love to recreate this now, though, with the real Critterverse characters.
Oh, that would be
sort of
fun.
in it. So,
Yeah.
you know, that might be something we do later. This is
A
also
retro.
another difficult cover to get, which is JB Netto. He's our Penny for Your Soul artist back in the day.
Mhm.
This was the B cover for it, and it has a Rookie Starlet Paradox icon. This is not an easy one to find either.
Yep.
I assume you guys both have this one, though.
Yes, I have that one.
I'm not sure if I have that one.
Oh, dang.
Mhm.
I would have to look. I haven't looked in my boxes in years.
That is a tough one.
Yeah.
That is a tough one to find.
I
and
am
then-
also lucky too. And one night we were at a con and you mentioned it, and so 1 through 4 of the A covers,
Yeah.
FICO Osseo was there, and so
Oh, yeah.
I have his autograph on those 4 and everything else that I got. So that's kind of cool. So
I have
I was
a
very
pic-
tickled about that.
Yeah, I have a picture with me and Stephanie in the spotted costume and FICO from that event. So
Yep.
that was cool. Then we did Tucson Comic Con. This is Ian Snyder, who became the artist for Ursa Minor.
Mhm.
Always loved this perspective, heavy duty perspective. It's a great piece.
So it's a fun cover. Yep.
Yeah, I really like it a lot. And then, of course, we have the covers that everybody wants. Everybody's looking for. Everybody's asking about. Critter number 4, New York Comic Con. This is the Spider-Man homage, of course.
Mhm.
And yes, there is a 3D edition for it, complete with glasses.
Nice.
You guys have both of those?
I do not have either.
What?
I've
Really?
never been
Oh
a-
God, Freddie.
Never really been a fan of that cover.
Oh my
Okay,
god!
fair enough. Yeah.
Oh my god! This is the one, guys. This is the one that I get asked for all the time. At least 5 times a year, people come to me
Yeah.
and say, "Hey, do you have that thing?" And I'm like, "No, I do not have that thing. Either version of them. Do not have either version."
I do
Well,
understand
yes, I have
Freddie's
it,
thing
but-
because it's not, I mean, again, it's some of the homages and things like that is one of my favorites, but I'm like, it was so popular and I'm like, damn it, if I'm going to,
Oh my God.
if it's out there, I found it. So
crazy. And if you
that's
do
more of a
find it,
prestige. I'm like, I
Yeah.
want it.
and if you do find it, you're going to pay for it now.
Yeah.
Big time. And then we did our first trade paperbacks, and we did our white wraparound covers, courtesy of Jen Brumall.
Mhm.
So this is what started the series of these.
Yep.
So there's that. So that's the original. That's the original miniseries, and the 0 issue. And then the book became an ongoing series. God help us all. So we started over with number 1 because it was, it's a new volume, whatever. But we wanted to have an ongoing numbering system. But I wanted that sort of separation of like the origin, the original story, and then here we go. So we got FICO. FICO did all of our A covers, or whoever was the interior artist did all of our A covers. So when we had a fill-in guy, he would do the A covers. And then the B covers were just kind of by whoever, whenever, however. So issue number 1, she goes to Hollywood at the Chinese theater, which I thought was a fun cover. And then Owen Gianni did the throwback to when she's back on the farm in Michigan. I love this cover too. This is a fantastic piece.
It's a very fun cover.
I would love to get in touch with Owen again and see what the hell he's doing, because I don't know what the hell he's doing. And I'd like to find him to do some stuff again. And then, as mentioned before, the Steampunk Critter. This first appearance of the Steampunk Critter. There is a little brief story on the inside, and then, of course, this is her on the cover. This is Carlos Reno, who would become the artist for Legend of Oz. So, yeah, very cool variant cover. Also, this one was printed wrong because they printed it on, if you pull your cover out, it's printed on a glossy paper. And they were like, so this got printed on glossy. We can redo it if you want. And I was like, I don't think it matters. I don't think anyone's going to care. I can sign it and it doesn't cause problems or anything. So I was like, okay. So we just kept them. So it is an error technically, but it was never fixed. So there's no like we destroyed them all and don't you have to go hunt them down. But this is a tough one to find too. I do not see this cover come around very often. Again, guys, if any of these float your boat, a lot of these I do not have anymore, especially this early stuff. But if you are looking for any of this, shoot me a message and tell me which ones you want, and I can see what's floating in all the things that are floating. But I don't think I have any of those. Then issue 2, we introduced the Josie costume. Spoiler alert, sorry, Mr. Burks. We introduced the Josie costume, and this is where Jen Broomall started to come on and do variant cover, or not variant covers, but B covers. So Jen Broomall came on here, and that's Perfection. That's the team that she joins in issue 2. And then this is issue 3. I always like this one. This is another one where we did like the fake distress. It's also designed to be like an old school comic. I don't remember what this was, but this was like a Wonder Woman comic or something that we sort of pseudo homaged in the design of it, and then just put our stuff in there. But I always like the way this came out. This is also another one. This, when you go find this one on like eBay and stuff, this thing's running like $25. Like it's not, you can find it, but it's not cheap. People are not giving them up. And then we've got the classic Pop-Tart cover by Nia Rufino. For those that remember back in the olden days, there was a thing called Nyan Cat on YouTube, which was a little Pop-Tart cat with a rainbow behind him. And he was just going ding, 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 ding. Like you could just sit there for 8 hours and just watch him ding, 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 ding. And so I was like, Nia, let's do a little Nyan Cat, tribute. Have her eat a Pop-Tart. And it's kind of hard to see, but there's like a rainbow in the background there too. So let's just do that and have a little fun. And this cover blew up. Gigantic, immense cover blew up.
I think single-handedly increased the sales of Pop-Tarts worldwide.
But no question. There's no question. Because people now come to cons when they know we have a cosplayer and they bring those cosplayers Pop-Tarts. So yeah, this was a seminal moment for us down the line. It didn't happen immediately, but down the line it became a thing, which is fantastic. And Nia has been with us basically since the beginning of all of what we do. And the art for that is sitting up on my wall too. So giant thanks to Nia for being part of all of this. Oh, okay. I thought I was missing something already. Issue 4, full appearance of the In Crowd all together. First appearance of Bison. No, that's still the same costume. And then, of course, Jen did the In Crowd cover, which, again, I love all the little zipatones that we did in the back. Like I just love that stuff so much. That's why you see that stuff in the ads that I make. There's all those little blue dots and stuff everywhere because I like it. So
fair enough.
I use that as my stuff, as my sort of design aspect. And then for Critter 4, we also had Corey Knable doing this cover, which Big Dog Avenue. There's Ursa Minor right back there. I haven't seen that before. He has a tendency to slip things into the backgrounds that
Easter eggs.
I don't find for 10 years. So there's Lasso Lass and Critter. This is first appearance of Lasso Lass full. And then Ian Snyder, again, Jesse James Comics. Ian Snyder doing the full Lasso Lass paparazzi style book there, issue 4. And then issue 4, also the fantastic Las Vegas exclusive by Nia Rufino, the Cirque du Critter cover, which came out really great. And then Stephanie Taylor, she actually did a cosplay of this when we went to Vegas for a con. So there's pictures of her in this sort of a getup. So this was cool. I always like trying to find a way to tap into, wherever it is that we are. It doesn't always work,
Right.
by the way. Artists will even tell me, I've had artists tell me like, oh, you got to change their clothes and put them in like different situations. And then like the fans freak out. And I'm like, do they?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes. But
yeah.
I don't know. That seems kind of arbitrary. But okay. And then issue 5. There's a lot going on for issue 5 here. So issue 5 was a fill-in issue. So this is actually a misprint. It says FICO OCO right there. This is actually CB Zane on the inside. Early CB Zane. First appearance of Josie's ghost. We won't give any more spoilers, Mr. Burks. Josie's ghost right there in issue 5. CB Zane. First appearance of Murder as well. First appearance of the new, at that time, costume. First appearance of the Catgirl of Mars right there as well. So there's a lot in this issue going on. So that's issue 5. Then we had Jamie Tyndall do a cover. This was some early Jamie Tyndall stuff.
Yep.
We have Jen Broomall, who designed the Catgirl of Mars. She did this cover as well.
And
then
all
we
that
have
detail.
stupid, just stupid. I mean, it's really stupid. All of this is beads, guys.
Yep.
It's just endless beads, which has since been redesigned to be more sleeve-like because we're not going to have our artist drawing this for days of beads.
I don't know. She acknowledges she backed herself into a corner on that one, but once she was committed, once she was doing it, she's like, damn it. She talks about it from time to time.
Oh, yeah. And then this one is also Jen. I was really worried I did not have one of these. I don't know if you guys have this one. This is our first Halloween cover.
Yep. I got one.
Yeah, I have.
All right.
Yep. I think I did some hunting. I think I found it on Amazon or something like that. So I was searching around and I came across, I'm like, oh, must have.
Nice. This is another one that does not exist. It is Gonzo. So the idea is she's looking in the mirror and she's got, again, there are rules for Critter that we bend on occasion.
For the fun of it.
Yeah. For when we want to have a little fun. But we add a little bit to it to kind of be like, this is why we're doing it. But yeah, that was something fun. Jen was very into that. She had a good time with it. So that's issue 5 of the mini-series, of the ongoing series. Then, of course, the trade paperback.
Yep.
The Josie costume. Dun, dun, dun. I do not have any of these white covers, by the way, either. But I do have regular trade paperbacks. So, again, if you're watching this and you just want to get the story, we have trade paperbacks for the whole thing. And then issues 21 to 25, of course, we have as far as singles go.
Yeah, trades are always a great way to catch up and just get it in one fell shot. You get it.
I mean, yeah,
instant gratification.
it's the way to do it.
Yes.
It is the way to do it. Okay, yeah. So here is issue 6. This was fun to do. I attempted to do this with the graffiti on the wall. That was me attempting to do that with our credits of the people. Because at the bottom of it, I wanted this whole old school Menace of the Muskrat. I wanted a very throwback, like 70s, 60s, tagline. And that's normally where our credits go. So I had to figure something out. And since this is all terrible up here, I didn't want to just like layer words. God, I hate that. It looks terrible. But I was like, yeah, that works. That's fine. I can make that work. So this is issue 6. What I do like about this is we numbered the letters. So instead of saying like the number 6, whatever, like I thought I was being really fancy, like lettering the numbers out. So I was like, oh yeah, let me find a way to like separate what I do. And so we did that.
Tom's attempt at fancy pants.
That's right. And then of course Ebas came back. We had him do the Josie costume, and there is a pencil color version as well. Mm-hmm. Those are
I have both of those.
highly sought after pieces.
Yep.
If someone is interested, I have this one. I know I have one more of these. I do not have the lines, but I know I've seen this having one floating around. So if you want one of these, grab one. And there's a Jen Brumall cover.
There we go. That's what I was going. Where's the Jen Brumall cover?
Jen Brumall cover. Yeah, this is another one that I never see. It never shows up at cons. Nobody's getting it signed. It's never on eBay. It just doesn't exist. It's gone. This was an interesting one for Jen because it was like, what are we doing? Like this, how are we supposed to sell this cover? It's two chicks playing with their hair, but she was like, yeah, we can do that. But this was kind of part of the story. So I was like, let's tell a little story with these covers. And she was like, yeah, okay. And then of course Paradox is just kind of watching what's going on. And again, I had to monkey around with all the logos and move everything around, and I hate it. It's terrible. It's all terrible.
It's all terrible.
It's all terrible, guys. It's all terrible. I'm sorry. It's all terrible.
Paradox is always a creeper.
Yes.
He is. And now I am missing my first cover. This is where I'm missing my first one. So I got to start a list.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have this somewhere.
But now you have a list to know to go look.
But now I'm going to have a list. Yeah. Because this is actually one of our keys as well. So this is Critter 7. Everybody knows I've got my pads of paper. I'm ready. So this is Critter 7. This is where we crossed over with Penny for Your Soul. You can see the angel in the background.
Sure.
Fun fact, Critter was supposed to spin out of Penny for Your Soul. Wait, how was I going to do this? Penny for Your Soul was going to spin out of Critter, but Penny for Your Soul started first and got the wheels rolling fast enough. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that by the time I told this story, it was already running anyway. So I just did the crossover. We did the crossover, but it was originally going to be we wrote the Critter story. We got to this point, and then Penny for Your Soul was going to launch out of it. So we had to kind of change everything about it by the time we got here. But this is a key issue because this is the first appearance of.
This is where Tom started getting practice on pivoting.
Yeah, for sure. This is the first appearance of the Apprentice, who shows up as a magician in Vegas, but she's got one of the pages of the Necronomicon, just one page, but she does her stage act off of those spells. And this is the issue that I don't have. There's the Jen Brumall cover right there that I don't have in this pile of the.
So you don't have the Jen Brumall cover, or
correct?
You don't?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have the regular one. I have the A.
Okay.
I need the B, and we didn't do any variants on this one, so that's it. I'm just missing that one.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to make sure I've got that poking around somewhere. That bends me out of shape. But okay, now I know.
I'll have to check my boxes. If I have a double, I can send you one.
I know what's funny is I know that I've sold them on our live shows before.
Yeah.
Because every now and then it would be like, here's one. So it's entirely possible that I was just like, I've got one of these.
I got one of these,
and I just ended up selling it. Issue 8, part 2 of the crossover. I like this issue a lot. Again, no spoilers because Mr. Burks is watching, but Josie's ghost is part of this whole thing. But so I really like the way that this kind of played out. The Apprentice is now an active member of the Penny for Your Soul series, for those that are reading that. So she went from here to become part of that series. And then there is Jen Brumall's cover. Basically, this was supposed to be like one of those souvenir photos that you take when you're in Vegas with the dress up girls or whatever. So we've got Critter doing the dress up thing. And then we've got like a demon holding the Polaroid.
Yes.
For some reason.
She's looking slightly uncomfortable.
That's right. Yeah. Again, these Jen Brumall covers, man, they're in the wind. And then we did do a couple of variants on this one. Oh yeah. So here is our first Critter cosplay edition. This was super simple. It's just Critter wearing the wings and the halo. There's a little box of cosplay stuff down here. This is Mike DeBalfo and Nia Rufino. And then we have, this was also the first appearance of Nosferatu. So there's a little page for her in here as well as the cover. So first appearance of Nosferatu, who has now become more part of the Critterverse that you guys have been seeing. And then this is Jeff Pena and his Super Pawn cover. So we started as a backup series in the book for a thing called Super Pawn, which he wrote and drew 3 pages in each book. I think he did it for 3 or 4 issues. And basically the idea is here's a pawn shop for heroes and villains and all of their gear and stuff.
Their gadgetry.
Yeah. And we've used that a few times in the series since then, but there's a story specifically about them in the back. There's Critter trying out some gear. She's got some helicopter wings and laser stuff and whatever. So this was a fun cover. Why do I feel like I'm missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not. Okay, thank God.
Yep.
Good. That's it. So yeah, so that's the Super Pawn first appearance. Nosferatu first appearance. There's a lot going on in issue 8. Then we have issue 9. No spoilers, Mr. Burks, but something's going on there. And then we have our little story cover. Again, it's sort of a like, can we sell this cover? The answer is yes. Great moodiness, great storytelling. Everybody always talks about storytelling covers, so that's what we did, and people vibed on it. And again, Jen Broomall just keeps doing her thing.
It evokes an emotion.
For sure, 100%. So that is issue 9. This was a great issue. This is also the first appearance of Schoolgirl.
Yep.
Key issue. Well, Schoolgirl 1. Because issue 10 is the first appearance of Schoolgirl 2, the official real Schoolgirl. This is a fun cover. So this is Allison Borges. He came over from Oz to do a fill-in issue. This is Schoolgirl's first appearance in action, doing the thing.
And this is her first cover, isn't it, as well?
Yes. First cover appearance. This is the read. When you read Critter 9, you understand why she's in this outfit versus what she's in Critter 9. So we have Schoolgirl, and then of course Jen Broomall did Schoolgirl, and she designed Schoolgirl's costume as well. So Jen's been around for a minute on these books, and then we did have Corey Knable do a Schoolgirl cover. In the back it says, "I will only buy independent comics." What's funny here though is independent is spelled wrong. So on purpose, by the way, on purpose. Yes. We did that on purpose. Or Corey did that on purpose. Mm-hmm. He was like, if she's the world's smartest superhero, that's what she calls herself. But she spelled independent wrong. So so there's that one. That is issue 10. Oh. This box. Oh, and then the trade paperback. Every 5 issues we do the trades. So there's the Schoolgirl white cover. Guys, we have a ton of people watching, so if you have questions as we're going along, you are free to chime in.
Yep.
We won't be going for too much longer here.
We're going to go as long as Tom's ice cream sugar rush lasts.
that's fair. Yeah. How many calories did I consume? How much sugar? Oh my God, this is so funny. So it's calories, 350 calories per serving. But there's 3 servings in this dumb thing. They say 3 servings in this freaking thing. Like, people are out of your mind.
Exactly.
out
That's a single
of your
serve.
mind.
Come on.
That's for sure. Yeah, I mean that's some scam stuff right there for sure. All right, issue 11. This is where we start High Tide. This was our first like big event, and it only was in the Critter books, but we had the Critter books. We did a in-crowd spinoff as well, and we had our first annual, which I'll be curious if that's here, that had High Tide crossovers as well. So there is issue 7. Sharks, always buy the comic books with Sharks.
Issue 11.
Critter and the Kids. This is issue 11. Yep.
Yeah, you said 7, I think so.
Oh yeah, 11. We're on 11. We're not reversing our course here. And then of course this is High Tide. Tide Pool returns. Now for here we had Jen took a break and Romano Molinar from DC Comics came over and started doing our variant covers for the High Tide series. So big thanks to Romano. He did beautiful covers, really great stuff. This was one of our, it's always great to have sort of like the pros come and say, oh yeah, like I'll do that. And
yep.
So he did great. I love all of his covers. So there's no other variants on these. It's just those 2 for issue 11.
Mm-hmm.
Then issue 12. This is one of my favorite covers because we got to really play with the idea of flooding the city with the whale kind of cruising by the window. As it came out really great. This is probably the only Critter cover that has no Critter characters on it.
Yep.
Like not even a backup character, like nobody. But it's really cool. I like this one a lot. And then, of course, we've got Schoolgirl who becomes Critter's sidekick, fighting off the Amphibodons. Those are Tide Pool's little buddies that help him out. Issue 13. Key issue, we find out who this Paranaut is, driving around in a robot octopus.
Like you do.
As you do. And then Romano Molinar, of course, his cover with the Paranaut as well. The Paranauts are essentially like Power Ranger type guys, but they sort of police the multiverse, the various time and space multiverse things. That's sort of the gist of them. So in issue 13, we find out who the pink Paranaut is. And then there's one of the classic Shannon Mayer covers for issue 13. This became one of our gigantic convention banners too. Yeah. I don't even know how tall it is. I'm trying to remember how tall it was. I think it's like 20 feet or something really dumb like that. It's like 20 feet by like 10 feet. We only got to hang it up twice. Once was at Chicago and once was at C2E2. But it got attention. I'll tell you that. It sure got attention because we had an entire island at C2E2. Like we had a 20 by 20 island at C2E2 where we hung that banner and had a bunch of our artists there. I would love to get back to that point. I don't know if we would do that at C2E2, but we'll see if we can get back to that. Issue 14, High Tide continues. It's almost wrapped up. There's FICO Ocio. I always love this cover. FICO Ocio. This is Romano Molinar. So great. We had a different colorist do this one, and he came in with these really interesting textures and stuff on Tide Pool's body and the different colors and stuff. Like I like that one a lot. That's pure superhero stuff right there. So I dig on that a lot. Come on, stupid box. And then we had our friend Crystal Buchanan. She has been cosplaying Schoolgirl since back in the day. So she did a great outfit. finally got to see her again over the last couple of years, going down to Texas. But she was great. She went to New York when Stephanie was there as Critter, and the two of them just roaming around I was like, my head is just exploding right now. I cannot deal with the two of these girls doing their thing.
Oh, too fun. Yeah.
They were great. They were great. We got good pictures of them together hanging out. And then issue 15, I don't have an annual unless it's just at the end of this. Issue 15, FICO Osio cover, and issue 15, Romano Molinar cover. All I'm going to say here is, how do I put this? Just for those of you that are reading this book and are really deep in what is going on, particularly as we get to 25, 26, and you're seeing all this Critterverse stuff, just pay attention to what you're seeing on the old stuff.
Yeah.
Because the old stuff, even just the covers, connect to what we're doing.
Kind of foreshadow.
100%. 100%. So it'll be really interesting to see who picks up on this stuff, because it's all there for a reason. I know it'll seem random, but I'm telling you that it's there for a reason. Like when I wrote, so there's this picture right here with Yellow Jacket dunking Critter in the water. When I wrote another story down the line, there was a specific moment where I was like, we're doing this. So I'm telling you to look for this. Okay. I'm telling you to look for this. I'm giving you the first hint. I'm telling you to look at this. Okay. So as you're going through your Critter books and you're reading stuff, just think about this cover and what's happening.
Tuck it away in the back of your head.
Who the characters are.
Mm-hmm.
And just it's something extra, little extra layers of this whole thing. And when we actually get to really into this next volume, which will be volume 7, 26 through 30, we're going to be doing something that, to my knowledge, has not been done before in a story like this. Yes, it's true. It's true. So just be ready. I'm telling you, all of you, to just be ready, because you're not ready. And then, of course, we have a Critter set up by Jesse Wichman. And then we did an alternate version. This is Pest. This is sort of she's a pest. She's an alternate Critter from an alternate timeline who does alternate things besides being particularly helpful. So that is the Jesse Wichman little double set there for issue 15. And then the trade paperback, Rookie makes a standalone cover. I always like this cover.
Yep.
That was good. Super good. Super good. Even the fingers are great. Like she's got the fingers doing weird things as she ties the knots. It's just really good. It's just really good, attention to detail. It's just fantastic. So what I think we'll do, guys, is we'll go to, it's the annual. I have it.
There it is.
It's just at the end. Okay, good. So we'll go through the annual and the one-shots, guys, and then we'll wrap it up. We'll get through issue 20 and the one-shots, and then we'll wrap it up tonight. And then I can do all the new stuff kind of on my own, and we'll come back and do some more of this. So issue 16. Sorry, Mr. Burks. Spoilers happening.
Plug your ears. La, 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 la.
Pink Paranaut. Pink Paranaut. This is back. We're back to Jen Broomall. She came back after the High Tide stuff. So Jen's doing some stuff here. 16. This is a bit of a key issue here. First appearance of the Paranauts. Oh, there's a variant cover as well. Jesse Wichman did a cosplay edition with Critter as Felicia from the Darkstalkers.
That's a fairly popular one too, I believe.
It is, yeah. That's what I was about to say. I might have one or two of these, maybe. So again, if you're interested, anybody watching this back, let me know. I can see. Issue 17. Oh, actually, it's issue 17 is the first Paranaut. 16, they're at the end, but 17 is the full Paranaut experience, including, I love this double splash with their robot animals. Giant
it's cool
robot.
to see them all at the once there.
100%. 100%. So we have Critter 17, Fico Osseo, Jen Brumall. First Paranauts right there. Then we have issue 18. This is one of my favorite issues. I love this cover. Great. That's a comic book cover, guys. That's a comic book cover. But one of my favorite parts here is when Son of a Gun starts taking shots and she bounces out of the way. But then the tail separates and wraps around her wrists. And we got to do a little Wonder Woman homage with the tail around her wrists. Dun, dun, dun. That was super fun. I love that. This is just a superhero comic, man. This is all superhero stuff. It's great. This is one of my favorite issues we ever wrote. You get more Paradox information. You get more of the bad guys. Son of a Gun. There's a lot of bad guys who kind of show up like sporadically, like just like they're in the background or whatever. But a lot of them start to get more play as the story goes along. So they're not just background characters. Then 19, I like 19 a lot as well. First full Iron Butterfly, Fico Osseo, and Jen Brumall. So we discover that Iron Butterfly is basically like an arms dealer, as we see her in some of her story and stories later on. So she's a unique kind of villain, but some of the villains like Iron Butterfly did help out during High Tide too. So they're sort of like, whatever helps me, I can be a part of this, and so that's kind of Iron Butterfly. So this is another great one. Tons of action. Cricket makes a return right there quickly. You've got Rookie in here as well, and it's just super duper superheroes. Then we have issue 20, where Fico and Jen Brumall both did wraparound covers. So you get a nice shot of all, like there's Pitbull, there's Poker Face, Yellow Jacket, Cricket, Iron Butterfly, Bison, Son of a Gun, the Amphibodons, Tide Pool, Cougar, Mascara, the Black Collars. Oh, is that Flamingo? Oh, Flamingo even made it on there. Flamingo's right there. Albatross and Murder. We just did a great Flamingo cover for Antarctic Press. Narcelio Sousa has been doing all of our Antarctic Press covers, and he did a great. Like, I have people coming to me saying, like, "Dude, that was a great cover." Like, I was like, "Yo, okay, I appreciate that."
Yes.
Because he did the art, but it was my idea how to do it. So I'm going to take some of that credit, Narcelio. And then this was Jen's cover. So this was basically Critter and the bad guys, and then this is Critter and the good guys with Jen Brumall setting that up.
Yep.
So that was issue 20, and then we did do Critter sketch covers, and then we did one of the keys, first appearance of Sin Kitty. This is the burlesque Critter, designed by Jen Brumall, drawn by Shannon Mayer.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome piece. Sin Kitty has appeared later as well, but she has been primarily a cover appearance so far. Here is the annual, the aforementioned annual. So you have a Yellow Jacket story, the Super Pawn, and Charity as a story in there. This is also Jen Brumal's first interior work on the Charity stuff. And where is it? Where is it? And Ryan Kincaid's first ever critter is on the inside there as well.
Cool.
He did a cool pin up there. Mm-hmm. So 3 stories, critter annual. It does tie into Hide Tide. And then one of the harder covers to find is Jen Brumal's Charity cover. This just came out ridiculously cool. She took some liberties with the costume, but I was like, oh, whatever you want to do, I don't care. Make it happen, make it cool. And she made it cool. So we got a latex nurse superhero. I don't know why that cover sold at all. Latex nurse superhero. Then we have and this is where we'll wrap up tonight, guys. This was the first sort of official, oh, wait a minute, I'm missing one. Nope, it's out of order. The first official sort of Critterverse aspect where we did one-shots for characters to kind of flesh out the entire universe. That is CB Zane's first work with us, Cricket, Agent of Unicorn. Mm-hmm. Then we did Rookie with Carlos Reno, who was became our Legend of Oz artist. Electric Youth. I don't know how this happened. David Micheletti did the art. That's Buffy the Vampire Slayer's artist from Dark Horse. I don't know how that happened. I can't tell you how that happened. But that
stars
was
aligned.
I was like, all right, sure. And then Pat Shand joined us in the early days of the Pat Shand world. Pat Shand and Owen Gianni, who did that cover earlier. That is Slipstream and a little bit of the in-crowd origin as well. No variants on these. They are just the issues. That's the set right there. All of these have been or are in the process of being reprinted as well. AP has reprinted Unicorn, Cricket Agent of Unicorn. Rookie is out in stores, I'm told, as of right now. So I'll find out this weekend because I go to my comic shop for a signing. But I'm told that this one is released this week. This one will be out in a couple months, and then this one a couple months after that because they come out every 2 months. But all 4 of those, if you don't have them, you'll be able to get them through AP with the regular original cover, and then Eisenetto Adamar is doing 4 all new covers across all 4 of them. So there's new covers to get as well.
Oh, awesome.
Cool.
But Cricket is out, and I'm told Rookie is out this week. But Eisenetto is this guy. He is a ridiculously good artist. I can't stop giving him work. He's doing something right now for next year. Like it's not even coming out till next year. I was like, you want to do something for next year? Yeah. Okay. Do it for next year. So he's doing great stuff. He has a great cover, a Dorothy Gale cover that he did for the upcoming Ozthology. That'll be about a month from now. He has a great Dorothy Gale and Flying Monkeys cover. It's ridiculous. What was really funny is he did the Jack Pumpkinhead cover for the last Kickstarter campaign that we did. And he was so excited to draw a dude. Like he was so excited that he got to draw a guy for one. And I was like, all right, well, we'll find some more guys for you to draw then, I guess. And
I hear that
like,
a lot.
yeah,
A lot of the ones that are that you specialize, that you mostly known for women and things like that, when they get a chance to draw either a monster or a dude, they're just like, yes.
Yeah. We have the Catterday books. We can show you the Catterday books. It's just one of those things where, I'm missing one. I don't have number 2, but I know I have it, but I don't have it here, so I'll write that down. It's one of those things where, the business is such that, everybody knows that the pinup covers sell. So that's what happens is, people do that. So yeah, when you give artists the chance to draw something that isn't like what they draw every single day, like, okay. I'm missing a bunch of these. What am I doing here? I need 1 regular, 2 regular and foil. I need 3. Nope, I don't need 3. 4 regular and 5 regular. Okay, I know I have those though. All right, so we did a period of time where we were reprinting the series. I love this cover so much. This is Pedro Perez and the Steampunk Critter. That's fantastic. It's a great piece. Issue 2 was Polecat, done by Jose Luis. I do not have one here to show you. Issue 3 was Dave Nakayama, finally. 2007. So that would have been 13 years later. We got Dave Nakayama to do that and a foil. JB Neto did Catnip and a foil. And then Brian Peterson did our Cannonball Run homage with Blue Jay and Critter. And there's a regular and a foil of those as well. So if you don't have the Catterday books, the reprints, I do have some of those. I don't know that I have the foils, but I do have some of the regulars. So if that helps you as far as getting the series in an easier way, let me know. We can get you those 1 through 5s as regulars, but not the foils. So yeah, so there we go. That is what it is. And that gets us 1 through 20 plus the spin-offs. And that's an entire short box, my friends. That is an entire short box, and we still have 5 issues to go.
Yes, but we had success. It was
sometimes you just
progress.
don't know. You just don't know. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, no, it was great because I'm only missing 1 issue, which is great. And then the Catterdays I know I have. So that's all good. So we're in great shape as far as all of that goes. It's like I said earlier, it's really going to be penny for your soul where that's where the tears will come. Because I know that there's big gaps in that stuff. And the gaps that I have are not going to be pleasant to try and put back together, barring some crazy, oh my God, look, somebody's making an auction. And,
some surprise, pot of gold at the end of a rainbow type of box.
Yeah. But, it is what it is. And it's not the end of the world that I don't have it, but it's I'm a collector too, so I'm collecting my own stuff, but it's fine. It's fine. There we go. Oh, we still have the 4. Yeah, because that's still sitting there. Now you got a ninja behind there. So anybody got any questions before we bug out? Everything makes sense to you all as far as the checklist go?
Yep. I made some notes. I'll message you later, but I'll probably double check about which ones of the Critter the MR Gun series are currently out.
Yeah, the new stuff for sure.
Yeah, the new stuff. Yeah, so I'll message you on that one and
tell me the new stuff. I will slip this in. Did you all know about this? War of the Independence.
Did not know about that.
So this is done by Dave Ryan. This is a book that has been in production for literally 10 years. They have done, I believe, 4 issues so far. You can see it is War of the Independence. There's the Max. There's Bomb Queen. There's Bone, Gumby and Pokey, the Tick, Madman, Flaming Carrot. I mean, it's like there's Usagi Yojimbo back there. Like it's a massive crossover. Massive crossover. And this had already started before I had met Dave. And And I was like, oh, well, if you ever got a spot, you just want to put Critter in the background, go ahead. And he was like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. And then I won't say who, but somebody dropped out and Critter took their place. And I was like, yo, that's crazy. Because especially when
That's
who
cool.
dropped out, it's like, oh my God. Critter took their place. And so issue 5 that is being done right now is supposed to focus mostly on the girls. And so Critter is in that issue kind of all over the place. She's not really like part of the story because that was written already, but she is part of just like the group of heroes that are doing whatever it is that they're doing in issue 5. So once issue 5 is done and it's out, I will let you all know because she will have an appearance. I know she's been in some of the other issues like 2, 3, and 4. Again, like just in the background. Don't think she made it into number 1. I think she's just on the cover. But like Cerebus is in here. It's crazy, man.
I made a note of that because that's new for me and that sounds like a lot of fun. So I'll have to check that out.
Friend up Dave Ryan on Facebook. And like Faust is in here. Tim Vigil's Faust. Too Much Coffee Man is in here. And then you can kind of see what he's got going on and when the issues are coming out. This is the only one that I have. So I've got oh yeah, there she is again. She has a giant double splash and she's down there too. Right next to she.
I was going to say it's she.
Yeah,
Nice.
Very cool.
So yeah, so that was a fun thing. Oh, that was a fun thing. Again, I don't know how these are available. I'll have to ask Dave and see if he's got back issues or not. But yeah, so that's something to look for as well, guys.
Cool. If nothing else, just like you said, the artwork and the covers and going, I recognize that one. I recognize.
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
So
It's super cool. It's super
fun.
cool. So guys, any other questions? Not just you two, but anybody in the room? Because we still got people chiming in and talking and chit chatting and final comments, final anything from any peanut gallery.
Peanut gallery, cashew gallery, walnuts, almonds.
Any and all peanut galleries.
This was a lot of fun. So
yeah, there's definitely more stories to be told, and there's definitely deeper story elements to be discussed, but we don't want to throw it all on the Barbie, as the Australians would say.
Yes, especially since I think Mr. Burks is still watching. So
yes. Yeah, I've got a package going out for him tomorrow. Mr. Burks, I'm going to be at my warehouse. I don't know if you're still in here, but I'm going to be at the warehouse tomorrow as well. So I know you bought that Ursa Minor number 1 for volume 2. I'm going to see what I have for 3, 4, 5 that I can potentially fill it out for you because I know you want volume 2 in print. So I'll see what I have and I will shoot you a message. Or maybe I won't because you're on YouTube and not Facebook. But we'll figure it out. I know that you watch us on the other shows too, so we'll get it worked out for you. Plus, I have your email from the order, so I'll email you if I have to. I'll tell you what. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It will be fun. Yeah.
It was nice to see all those covers that I haven't seen in years.
Oh, I know, man.
Yeah, a nice little trip down memory and history, and
that's what I thought would be fun to do, and it's always interesting from a creator standpoint to look back and be like, this is where we came from, this is where we are now. Like you can see the growth of what you're doing. Like I can look back at those books and go, God, this is stupid. Like, what are you doing? Your graphics are terrible. Your design is weak, man. Like so this stuff, I'll tell you this, like this.
Well, like you were saying, I mean, it's fun to see the growth and the change too as it goes, because it's happening. But to be able to see it like 1 through 20 was really cool to have it go through. And I'm like, there it is. Yep, as it's progressing. So that was fun.
But like, see, I can't even I kept changing these. So like the backs, I used to do these things on the back where we just put like an image, but then we'd put like a weird quote on them, right? Something that like, attached itself to the book. Like it wasn't just a random quote. It was something that, was relevant to the book. But then, I would try and design it so it has a little more design to it. There was a time where I was doing all just kinds of crazy crap on the back of these things.
You were trying all sorts of different fancy pants things, Tinsley.
Yeah, man.
And some were successful and some not so much.
Well, I think that they were successful in the most basic sense of, see, like this. Here's a good example. Like I was trying to do all these little fancy lines and stuff, like to break up the image and just be designy, for the sake of design. And then here we were doing on the backs of these in the early issues, it was her diary. It was like little stories about, hey, dear diary, let me tell you what happened today. And it was what happened in the book. So I was doing all kinds of weird crap, trying to just be different for the backs, because so often the backs of comics were just like an ad for something,
Yep.
Right.
And I was like, that's boring as hell. But now, for those that don't know, now the backs, they're still designy, but they're designy, they're like this, and it gives you all the information on the back and, all that kind of stuff. So we've got
I like it because you makes your front covers now essentially all virgin, which is really cool. And a lot of people like that because it doesn't take away from the artwork and everything else, but you still have the information readily available. So
correct. And they now,
that.
And they now make clear plastic backing boards. So if you really wanted to get cuckoo lala, with BDI books, you can just get a clear backboard, and then it's very easy to see what everything is. Yeah.
I need to get some of those clear backing boards, and not so much for that. I don't want to go crazy because that's expensive, and I don't have that money. But I do want a few, because there are a few, like some of the wraparound covers. It would be nice to be able to
wraparound
see.
covers. Yep. I used to do, because they used to do wraparound covers back in the day, and I used to take the board and stick it in the middle of the book, and then put it in the bag so that I could see both sides.
Yeah.
So, makes
That's
sense to
another
me.
alternative. But
So we'll have.
I still have some boarded in bags like that, with the board in the center.
in between, and then
Yeah.
Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Yeah. That's always. There's always, if there's a will, there's a way. So you find a way to do it without doing any damage and everything else. But with the advent of now, I don't want to say technology, but they've developed new things. And I saw the clear backing boards. I'm like, oh, even just a small bag of those, that'd be great, because there's a few I have. I'm like, take them out, look at them, make them scan. So that'd be nice.
Yeah, it's nice to be able to look at the back without pulling it out of the bag, because then you have to worry about damaging the book, getting it back in the bag.
Well, you just buy 2 copies, Freddie. Just buy 2 of everything. So I have one more thing that we're going to show you here. And this is going to be Saturday's event that I'm going to be at Comic Signal in Grand Rapids.
Nice.
So this is their exclusive. They did 100 of these. Narcelio and Elenia did the cover. It's the new costume, and you can see also we have Medusa is making her appearance again.
Oh, yep.
In the background there, but it's the new costume. Sorry, Mr. Burks, spoilers. It's the new costume. It looks freaking fantastic. As I have people drawing this, I'm freaking out. I love the way it looks. I love the colors.
Came out really cool.
I love everything about it.
New costume is cool.
Yep.
It's freaking sharp. Loving this. So this is going to be Grand Rapids Comic Signal. Saturday. It's their 10-year anniversary. Dawn, who is the owner of the shop, is fantastic. Amazing store. Very, very indie friendly. He doesn't carry everything, but he's very indie friendly. He's very friendly to us with the Critter AP reprints. And I've been to his store many times for events, and he's got a great crowd. But it's a great store too. So if anyone is interested in one of these, this is printed on Critter 25, so it's the most recent issue with the debut of the new outfit for them for Comic Signal. That's why we tell them on the bottom, spoiler warning, because anybody that's reading it from his shop on AP, they're only up to like issue 10. So we put that on there, like, you can buy it, but just don't, maybe don't read it yet. So if you do not have the ability to get to Comic Signal, shoot me a message.
Which would be me.
That's right. Yes. Unless you guys are flying out, for the event.
But I'd love to, but no.
Shoot me a message. Tell me you want one. Don has given me 25 of them to just sell to BDI fans. They're $20 and then shipping. That's it. So shoot me a message. Tell me you want one. And if we go through the 25 that I have, we'll see what he's got left, and we can get more. But ASAP, the sooner you tell me you want one, I will just set it aside. And then once the event is over on Saturday, so all of his people get the book first, we'll get these taken care of and sent out.
I think of three already. There's Felix and Freddie and myself already are going.
Oh yeah, and Felix, are you officially wanting one? Felix, is that an official claim? Let me know, and I'll set this aside for you. Because I know we post.
If you just put me down as an official claim too, please, that would be great.
Sure, because I know we had our Patreon people have claimed them. So we're below 25 already. So Felix, you want one? You got it.
And Freddie's going to think about it.
Well, I claimed it 3 times already.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Okay, good.
He claimed it before he ever even saw it.
Well, there we go. I am not surprised. I feel that makes me feel better. So.
All right. So we've got, so I'm starting the list here, guys. Anybody who's interested, hit me up. I will go through my 25, and then if I need more through you guys, I'll see what Don has left, and we'll get it going. And that is the only version. There's no foils. There's nothing else. It's just the one edition that they did. Thanks,
that
Don.
Makes my life simpler.
I appreciate Don for doing that. Oh, also for those that aren't really seeing it, that's the new Critter branding, the logo and the trade dress and all that kind of stuff with the little logo sitting down here. That's what we'll start seeing in 2027 when we bring the book back. So we'll move from that original swirly blue version into a new trade dress edition. Ooh. So that's the debut of the new costume, the debut of the trade dress, the whole shebang. So it's a good book. Yeah. Don was very cool. He was talking about the event. And then he's like, can we do a variant, or is it too soon, or, not enough time? I was like, no, you tell me what you want, man. And he was like, yeah, I'm all in. So that's really awesome. Appreciative. Yeah. Really appreciative of him for doing that. I know he's already told me that a bunch of people have claimed the book. His buyers, they aren't necessarily going to be able to get there, but they want me to sign it for him. So I'm like, yep, of course I'll sign it for whoever wants them. And yeah, that'll be Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that. And then I might be at C2E2 again this year. Maybe. It has been discussed with C2E2. So we'll see. That will be the end of March if we do that. And then April, we are supposed to be at Motor City, but I have not been officially confirmed yet, which is kind of bugging me. It could be just because they're setting up all the booths, because we're not Artist Alley. We get a booth. So it could be that they're organizing all of that, but we're trying to be at Motor City. So keep that in mind. We'll let you know when that happens. And then we will be at Terry Capital up north, Michigan. We will be back there again with Stephanie Menard, who is a writer for us. She's going to be next to us. possibly MR Gunn, who lives up there too. So we might have a nice little BDI section at Cherry Capital in Traverse City. And then, of course, the first weekend of June is Ozstravaganza. I will be in Oz with Allison Lear and maybe somebody else. I don't know yet. Maybe somebody else. There's a lot of maybes right now. But there's that. And then there is a loose possibility I will be. Oh, no, that's going to be gone. When the hell was it? No, it was July. It's July, right? July. There's a new show because I'm making a long road trip. It's not official yet, but if it does happen, I will be in Reno for a show in July, which is like 12 days before San Diego Comic-Con. So I will be going to Reno for the con, spending time with some friends, traveling back down California and landing at San Diego Comic-Con. And I will be at San Diego, but I will just be there. I'll be roaming. I just have my pro credentials. So I will be at the AP booth. I've already talked to them. I told them I'm happy to come help and sign books. Dren Publications wants me to do a signing for Plan 39 from Outer Space. So I will be at the Dren booth for some period of time. And then the rest of the time I will just be wandering around, knocking on doors and seeing if maybe there's some opportunities out there for me in other places, in the next few coming years. So,
well, I like it. So I'll just you and I will just message each other, and so we'll try and hook up at some point to hang out.
Yeah, are you going to be there again?
I will have a ticket, and unfortunately my friend, since he sold his shop, I won't be a boothing, so I will also be just an attendee hanging out. So, which is cool. I'm actually looking forward. It'll be fun, but I did manage to get tickets, so I'll just be wandering around. So yeah, you and I can meet up at some point and just shoot the shit. And
you got all 4 days? I
got all 4 days.
Okay, great. Yep. Yeah, no, we can do that. We can make that happen.
Yep,
we
awesome.
can make that happen. And yeah, that's sort of the next few months for me.
You got to hit up all the studios and get some movie or TV deals going.
I will tell you that I am more interested in what we can do ourselves before I'm worried about the studios putting their face in the mud. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm not against it, but I with the people that I've talked to who can make this happen, directors and some producers and so on, I've talked to some on my own. There is the very real possibility of being able to just do this ourselves without a studio per se. They've talked about, they're like, oh, we know how to like fundraise and, do all that. And I'm like, yeah, but again, like, I don't want people's notes on what we're doing. I want the director's notes. I want the people involved in the movie's notes. I don't necessarily want studio guy to be like, well, we need to do it this way because, and I'm like, I want to avoid that as much as possible. And they said, yeah, okay, that makes sense. We can, there's ways to sort of fund within the non-studio system and the people that are coming in will understand what we're doing and so on. I'm like, okay, like they understand all that stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. Because that's, I want that as much as we possibly can do it. I want the Kevin Smith method as much as we can make the Kevin Smith method. Like if I got to max out some cards, like let's just do it by ourselves for a minute and see how that goes. And they're like, yeah, that's a possibility. So, so we'll see how all that goes. Plus, we can crowdfund and raise some extra money that way and so on. So, yeah, it's, there's nothing that is imminent right now, but I can tell you that I am in talks with various people that know what the hell they're doing. And, we've scouted one place that might work. That he thought they would basically roll out the red carpet for us as like do whatever you want. I'm like, oh, okay, that'd be nice. That sounds really good. So that's really all I can tell you. I don't want people to be like, oh, he's licensed something. No, absolutely not. There's no option. There's no nothing right now. It's just us talking as creatives and in different fields, and how do we do this, and what would be our end result and our end goal, and how would we distribute and so on. Because again, if we can like the guy who did the Iron Lung movie, I don't know if you guys have heard of this. YouTube guy. Now, obviously, we're not the YouTube guy with 38 million followers, but he made this movie himself. He funded it himself with some crowdfunding too, but he funded it himself. He was the director. He was the lead actor. It was a $3 million movie. No studio per se like made this movie, and it's now made something like in the last month. It's made like $50 million. So now, again, granted, he himself has a fan base that came out for it, right? I don't have that kind of a fan base, but I think in doing the project that we want to do, which everybody knows is Princesses versus Zombies, in doing that sort of IP, I think that we would get a lot of attention very quickly just from the visual of it. So that when we do get to the point of like, okay, we need to get this into theaters, whatever we're going to do it. I don't think we would get a lot of pushback. I think we'd be okay. And if we make the movie ourselves and the movie's done, and then a studio wants to take it and distribute it, then it is what it is. Then it's okay. We made it. It's our movie. You guys take it and put it into 1,000 theaters. So we're fine with that. But we want to be able to make it and make sure that it's what we want it to be. And that's in my head, that's the first step. And it may be the wrong first step, but it's where I am right now. So
I think that's the way you should do it. I mean, once the executives get involved and they start putting their nose into stuff, it just ruins so many movies. Yeah,
you hear about it too much, where the suits got involved and wanted a different this or that, and it's like, and sometimes that works, but oftentimes it doesn't. It depends on who you're dealing with, really, some people get it and some people don't get it. Or they think they understand the audience that it's supposed to go to, and they don't. And so, we just want to be careful and not make a piece of junk, out the door.
Yep.
So, yeah. So I think we're done, guys. We're done. Any final peanut gallery questions or comments before we bug out of here? I will probably hop on again maybe next week and tinker around with something else. We'll do some Oz because we're in the Oz mode right now. We'll give you guys a little checklist.
I'm all about the Oz.
Yeah, we'll give you the Oz checklist, run through those, see where we're at. Give you some updates on the campaign and some teasers for what's to come.
Be cool.
I'm really excited about this anthology. It looks so incredible. The guys that are working on it are just blowing my mind. It's going to be great. The covers, the interiors, the stories. I wrote it. So clearly the stories are really good. So yeah, that's going to be really fun. That'll be towards the end of March. Guys, keep your eyes open for that. And then Goth Day will be in May. So CB is already working on Goth Day right now. He's already got the scripts. He's already monkeying around with the first 10 pages or so. I told him so I had to draw some stuff for him.
For perspective.
Yeah, basically. Is it on here? I'm not going to show you. I'm not going to show you because it'll ruin the surprise. But there's because the book is called Nonconformity. So part of the idea of these books is they often have very specific ways of telling the story through different sorts of panels and so on. And so there was a point where the story was kind of as normal as we normally do with panels and so on and so on. And then we got to this one page where I was like, I don't know how to tell you how to do this, so I'm going to draw it. And so I drew it right here, and I sent it to him, and I was like, "This is terrible, but you get the idea of what it's supposed to be."
This is the concept.
Yeah. And then he drew it, and I was like, "No, that's not what we want at all." So I drew again, kind of another little sketch, and he was like, "Oh, okay," and I gave him some details. This. And he was like, "Okay, I got it." And then I said, "So that." I don't know, whatever it is, 10 or 11 pages, that's the normal stuff, and then we get weird. And he was like, oh, all right. So I was like, just focus on that. Focus on the easy stuff right now,
Right?
Because then it's gonna get weird.
Then we're going to take a left turn at Albuquerque.
Yeah, we're going to take a left turn. Yeah, for sure. So yeah, so I think it's going to be a really interesting, cool visual. I like the story. I like what it says and how it does it. So,
He's always up for a challenge too. So I have faith. He's gonna. He always does a great job.
He's not one of these guys that backs down from it. He's like, if he doesn't do it right, he's like, okay, well, explain it. Like, what do you want? I'll make it work. And yeah, so he does. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting final issue of Goth Day, guys. Final issue of Goth Day. It's going to be a little bit bigger. It's not going to be 20 pages. It's probably going to be like 28, maybe 32. So it's going to be a little bit bigger as a finale. But then when we come into 27, Goth Day will still exist for us, but it will exist in a different
incorporated
context. It'll be a different context. Yes. Yeah. So that's what's coming up. And then of course Oz will return for the next issue, like in July, something like that. So yeah, that's like your next 4 to 6 months, everybody, of stuff that's coming up. And maybe I'll be in Reno. I don't know.
And then, Tom will have yet another stack of legal pads to sort through and figure out.
It's right there. It's right there.
Yep.
It's right off screen. Yeah. Yeah. So as soon as the conventions get locked in, we'll tell you. But right now it's all a little bit loosey-goosey. So, yeah, because the Reno one came up. It ended up being the same weekend as Lansing, Lansing had kind of reached out to me, and I was like, yeah, maybe. But Lansing is also the same weekend as G-Fest, which is the Godzilla Con in Chicago. So I'm like, I kind of want to go there because I haven't been there in a long time. But Lansing and then Reno, I'm like, all right, well, G-Fest is probably going to be out. It's going to be one or the other. And then we're down to San Diego, and that's
a lot.
That's July. Like, that's July. It's just we're going to wrap up July that way. So yeah, that's that. All right. Okay. Guys, thanks for joining. Appreciate you. Thanks for everybody in the chat. And like I said, we'll probably come back next week sometime. We'll do another run of these. I'm going to get back to be doing live sale shows as well. We'll be getting that turned back on.
Cool.
There's so much crazy shit in those piles upstairs. Like, because I was like sorting it out. Because for those that know, I used to do this upstairs. I had the table and the banner and everything. But when my mom passed last year, I just started cleaning everything out and reorganizing and resetting the sort of the upstairs. So it's all broken down, but it was chaos. So we have these shelves upstairs, and I just took those shelves and I just sorted everything. So there's just piles of stuff. And as I'm going through, I'm just like, what? Where did this thing come from? Like, there's stuff that like, I don't know where it came from. I don't know how long it's been there. But some of it is crazy. Like that, I'm not saying that that's in there, but like that Chicago critter stuff, like there's crazy things in there that I was like, all right. So when
Tom is now Raiders of the Lost comic.
I'm telling you, when we're back, guys, you want to be there because there are grails in that stuff. And we have been duly warned. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Yeah. So thanks, guys. Appreciate you. Again, anybody watching the show back and you spent 2.5 hours with us, anything that you saw, you tell me if you need it. I will see what I have. I just realized I have none of the Aspen stuff.
Either it's not there or you just don't have it.
Some of that could be a problem.
Okay.
Some of that could be a problem. Some of it's fine. Like, I know I have like the critter puzzle piece and stuff, but some of those crossover covers, that could be a problem. All right. So I got to look for that. Anyway, anything that you saw, tell me if you're interested. If I have it, I will work it out with you. And And that's that. That's all. That's all I can do is I can try.
Okay.
That's all I can do is try. All right. All right, guys. Everybody, thank you. Appreciate you. We'll see you
Thanks.
all sometime. Maybe we'll just plan to do this next Thursday. We'll be back for an Oz show similar to this next Thursday.
Okay.
So everybody bookmark something to remind yourself that Oz is next week, next Thursday
All right.
at 8 p.m. All right.
Awesome.
See you
All
guys.
right.